Hello, everyone, and welcome to session 48 of Aneria, the Shattered Realms. Patent pending. Patent pending. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us tonight. We are glad to be back in the Red Room to perform, Red Room things.
Red Room.
But before we begin, and before we even talk about any of the usual stuff, Torrey, you had a question that you wanted to ask.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Here's the question. We were talking about Spice Girls.
Mm-hmm. Of course.
As one does.
Uh-huh.
More dare.
And here's the question is, which Spice Girl would you be?
Saffron.
Baby.
You stole it!
That was my joke.
Yeah, it was. I don't know
I
which
don't have
one.
any time for this.
Okay, here they are. We've got Ginger Spice. She's the redhead, Abby.
I mean, the only actual spice.
We've got Posh Spice, which is Victoria Beckham. We've got Sporty Spice. She was kind of, like, violent. We've got Scary Spice, which is Mel B. And then we have Baby Spice.
Now, Preston's already claimed baby.
Boom.
You're Baby Spice? It's because you're blonde.
Yep.
You're
100%.
the most blonde.
That's the only reason
out of all
why.
of us. Okay, Baby Spice.
That's my only reasoning.
How cute.
Saffron. Damn it. Too late, right?
I'm so sorry, buddy.
Like, I always wanted to be Posh Spice because, like, Victoria Beckham, right? Like,
Yeah.
she was married at the time to, like, the most handsome man on earth. I mean, he's still pretty handsome.
Bend it like Beckham.
He's just, like, kind of old now. Don't come after me.
I'd still tap that.
Same. I mean, honestly, so... Anyhow, but I probably...
Recorded for all of time.
Preston and I have the same taste in men, as you can
It's
tell.
true. Henry Cavill.
Oh, yes. Don't even get me started. It's hot in here.
It is a little warm.
I'll turn
Oh,
to
no,
these.
it feels nice. It feels nice. I like the feeling. Anyway, what about you?
Well, you said that you wanted to be Posh.
I wanted to be Posh because she's almost like a vampire. Like, she's kind of scary.
Unlike Scary Spice, who is very nice.
Yeah.
Oh, true.
But I also like
Nobody's
Scary
beautiful.
Spice. Like, I don't know which one I actually
I just looked
am
them
in real
up to,
life.
like-
IRL.
To get a remembrance of what they look like. And it says members and lists all the members and what they do in the band.
Oh, tell me.
vocals, and vocals.
Yeah.
Really?
But it doesn't list their actual spice names.
No, it does not.
It just lists their regular human names.
Paprika.
Paprika. Baby paprika.
I don't know. I think I'm a Ginger Spice. I'm probably that crazy. Yeah.
Okay. I feel that.
Yeah.
Ginger Spice, I like that for you.
Okay. I like that for you.
Spice up your life.
Scott's Scary Spice.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe sporty. I don't know. I'm not
you get to
sporty
be Posh
personally,
then.
but...
Oh, good.
And we need to find a Sporty Spice. Our fourth player, whenever we get another fourth player, will be Sporty Spice. They have to be
Sorry.
that particular box.
First game. So, how do you feel about the Spice Girls?
Yes.
Do you identify as a sporty spice?
I was almost going to ask the reverse question, which Fallout boy are you?
I don't know them well enough.
I don't either.
The only one I know is Pete,
Yeah.
only because he was on One Tree Hill or Californication or one of the two
Yeah.
for a couple episodes. That's all I remember.
I'm the boy that fell out.
Yeah, I don't know.
I will point out, that was not me
No.
watching those shows.
It was.
It was him.
What? Really?
Yes, Scott loved those shows.
Shocking.
I think you still have DVD seasons of them upstairs.
No, I finally got rid of those.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It was California. No, it's not Californication. It's called the OC.
Californication is a different one with...
And that's a song.
It's
by Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Well, the theme song is like
Californication.
the theme song reminds me of Californication because it's literally California. Yeah. Mhm. But yeah, it was the OC and it was One Tree Hill.
One Tree Hill, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I watched any of those.
I watched a lot of that
Dawson's Creek.
stuff, mainly because
Do like some
they were
Dawson's
on
Creek.
at the
It's
same...
a little bit before my time.
They were on at the
Sister
same
of
time
Jones.
period during Smallville.
Oh yeah.
And I watched Smallville all the time, and it was always like the show after the show before. I was like, okay.
Oh, yeah.
So I ended up watching, I think I watched all of like One Tree Hill.
There's that.
It went like 6 seasons, way too long. Obviously, they all do.
There's that one clip that John Oliver showed where the one guy is trying to get a heart transplant in One Tree Hill, and they have the little, the dumb little lunchbox container for him, and that my dad had one of those apparently just for regular lunches, but it spills
Or
out.
was it
Like
hearts?
Igloo?
Yeah,
We don't know.
Yeah, the igloo.
Yeah.
And it spills out onto the ground, and a service dog runs over and picks up the heart in the middle of the
away with
hospital
it.
and runs away with it.
Like, that
Eats
was
it.
drama for them.
The heart. Mm-hmm. The dog.
The dog.
Speaking of hearts,
Don't forget to heart this video.
Subscribe.
We're on TikTok now in 3-minute increments.
oh no.
We made it
back. This will take forever.
But no, please feel free to like, comment,
First,
subscribe.
minute of the video. Follow for part 2. Part 2. Follow for part 3.
Yeah.
Follow
Follow for part 5,700.
But we have to put in there, watch till the end.
Yeah, watch till the end. You won't believe what'll happen.
Yep.
We're going to bait you into another video.
So look out for that coming soon. But in the meantime, like, comment, subscribe, join our Discord, join our Patreon if you want to have these episodes a couple days early, as well as other unique content that is only for patrons.
And ad-free videos.
And
now.
ad-free, yes, exactly. Which tier is that?
That is our $5 tier.
Yeah, so it's not too much, and it's the best way that you can
Once a
support
month.
us.
It's way less than even a
Don't say cup of coffee.
Happy Meal. It's less than a Happy Meal.
Yeah.
By a
Yeah.
lot.
Happy Meals are expensive now.
That's less than 2 hash browns from McDonald's now, actually.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Plus, they have their deal.
They're like
Just buy one,
nearly
get one for
$3 each now.
That's crazy.
Or they are, at least if you like DoorDash them. I don't know if you actually go to the store.
Well,
No,
if you're gonna-
it's expensive.
If you're going to write off that.
Someone was doing graphs of all the fast food stuff and how now fast food is no longer the cheap.
Yeah.
It's up. I think McDonald's went up 100% over the last.
We go to like Red Robin. I mean, granted, these aren't like the best restaurants, but Red Robin, Applebee's, things like that, and you get double the amount of food for roughly the same price.
Yep.
Like, okay,
100%.
the times we live in.
Yeah. And then, I think that's it. Oh no, Syrinscape. They do this.
Oh my word.
Things to prepare for tonight, I suppose.
Oh no, traps! Traps.
That's the sound when you trip over a kid's toy and fall down the stairs, and then you
walking
land
on
on a
Legos.
On a Lego.
fork or a
Yep.
Lego. in your eyeball.
Why?
That was Wayward Watch prospective member 334.
Oh, grunt.
Grunt. But yes, Syrinscape provides wonderful little sound effects that may traumatize your party. It's got the Torrey stamp of approval for traumatization.
Okay, the traumatization came from this man.
Oh, okay. All right.
Honestly, but yeah, that was a gross noise.
I was going back through the fan shot that we did a couple nights ago because I was looking for information about
I
Lostrovia.
was like, we did the fan shot
Yeah.
a couple nights ago?
No, it was
Weird.
I don't remember. You guys don't remember? Like I was here. You were all here. I was.
What was in
it's
that
just me
charcuterie
talking to the
board?
camera for 4
It's
hours.
cool. Okay, it's a video for Patreon. Corey is playing every person.
Eddie Murphy style.
And yep, and you keep,
Okay.
we've cut you all together to talk to each other.
But I remember we got to the part where you were toting Syrinscape. And of course, you had an entire soundboard of farting noises. So you can have that too if you want to. Syrinscape. They're not a sponsor. We just love them.
That trap noise is my Adventures of Aetheris game that I run with
Yeah.
Cory and a couple other people.
Yeah.
I love putting traps in places. They never check.
Nope.
And they run right into them every time, and it's hilarious.
It was a stabbing blade with like a.
Bing.
Apparently, it gives you tinnitus. Is it stabbing in the ear?
Yes.
That's so nasty.
Sounds like we're gonna have a fun night tonight.
Here, have a peach ring to make you feel better.
No.
Here, have an epic die to help you feel better.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Don't
Listen.
eat that one, though.
Don't eat the
Last
epic die.
time we had a game night
2 nights
and
ago.
video.
point- if
Sometimes
you
I
point-
watch them to like
Yeah.
on high speed to like remind myself what happened.
2 nights ago.
Yeah, 2 nights ago.
Yesterday.
Just a couple hours ago. Yeah, I was like eating food the entire time, and I was like, "Holy chubby kid, like control yourself." But also, it was like distracting.
And nobody noticed until now.
Leave a comment if you went back and watched to see how much. Tell us how much food was eaten.
Well, and Preston was like, "Can you hear me masticating?" And I was like,
Yes, that's right.
I'm like, "What are you talking about?" It's so disgusting.
But let's talk about what else happened last time. How about that? On our last episode, the party joined forces with Bell instead of actually fighting him, Fred's brother. And then you fought the Devourer, a kind of demonic infested dragon, Dracolich creature, if you remember.
Mm-hmm. Scott, well, he started out as just a skeleton dude.
No.
Got a big...
Oh. That's right.
He had a big,
That's right.
long...
Yeah, he was the big...
Yeah, and then once you defeated him, one of you...
Dragapede.
It was Bolt, actually, who...
I fireballed the guy.
Yeah, you fireballed the Lich that was running the arena. And
I was
caused
Mega Man
him to...
cannoning it. I was...
Yep. Caused him to attack. And you guys defeated him. At which point all the other spirits went away. You were free to leave.
Stolly.
Yes, Ponderax Stolly. Gone, but not forgotten.
As someone commented, "Hello, Stolly. Well, hello, Stolly.
It's
Perfect.
so nice to have you back where you belong."
After that, Bolt and Victor went downstairs and found not the angel blood like they were searching for.
Found an angel.
I found an angel with black feathers and
blood.
pale skin.
Donerail?
Donerail, yep.
Monorail.
You freed him. You tried to heal him, but he told you that it wouldn't work anymore.
Yeah.
He's only mostly dead."
And he had black wings and stuff too, right?
Yep. Black wings. He had that like black ichor running down his eyes from where he'd been like crying at one point, kind of thing. The Sylvanas look, as it were.
Yeah. She just doesn't redo her makeup.
He took a rib from the Lich.
Actually, yes. Victor took
Which
a
was
finger.
the same noise as Syrinscape.
Yeah. Victor took a finger and then gave it to Carnuth back on the ship
I
with you
like
guys
it.
back there.
He's kind of into that now, we decided.
Yes.
Carnuth, not Victor.
Yeah.
We always knew Victor was
also-
into that.
Victor's also
Victor and
taking
Fred have
fingers.
decided that for Carnuth. Carnuth is not sure. He's into it.
Victor's decided that it's
Yeah.
Carnuth's thing. So.
And
There's a
then,
bunch of random fingers floating in the astral sea that Carnuth's like,
yeah, just toss him out.
Basically.
And then you also took Bell and his Brotherhood of Neve into custody. What was left of them?
Yes, we did.
Custody. Basically, you didn't want them running around the ship with their weapons and such, so you have confined them to quarters, put them in the brig. You don't really have a brig. You have the slave pit, I suppose, but that's got
we also have that spot
Fred's
that all
weird
the,
ritual mirrors in it now.
we also have that spot where all the
The
barbarians.
So inappropriate.
the barbarians hit out, like the little hidden cargo area.
Oh, yeah, that is what I was talking about. That the hidden cargo area is the slave pit, is the ritual room.
All right, gotcha.
Yeah, it's all of those things. It's got one of those
It's a multi-purpose room.
It's got one of those
also my
Howl's Moving
exercise
Castle
bit for
doors.
little-
Yeah, or the Doctor Strange window doors that turn to different landscapes, and it's just slave pit, ritual room, cargo hold.
There's a fourth one.
Training hall.
Let us know what it should be in the comments.
I already know what it should be. I can't say it on here. But
It's the mastication room.
The mastication room.
all I'm saying is,
It's just a bunch of food. It's just called the dining room, guys.
You guys have you're eating hardtack in the galley because you're running low on supplies, and there's a whole mastication room down there, but you're not allowed to go in there unless you have true mastication purposes.
Mastication.
I probably need to stop saying
should
that
probably
word
stop
before.
saying it.
Yeah. Just in case.
Google's gonna flag us because their algorithm won't be able to
So-
determine what we're saying.
I guess that's where we'll start tonight. What do you do with Bell and the others once you get back on the ship?
So we have 6 rooms?
I think so.
6 staterooms or whatever.
Yeah, you got probably about 6 staterooms. You've probably got a level of...
There's a cargo level at the very bottom. Then there's the living area.
Yeah, and that could probably hold several or a dozen more hammocks, as it were, in the evening.
In the cargo area.
Not the cargo area, more the the living area.
Well, the ship's not that big. I mean, it's right behind you. If that's
I mean,
that's the
that's
representation.
tiny.
Yeah, it's not that big.
How many? How many?
Yeah, I mean, this only has...
Top will slide off.
Yeah. It's going to have a little bit more in the level capacity than is on here. So.
How many Brotherhood of Neve Brotherhood, whatever, were there?
There are 5.
5
including Bell. Yep.
Yeah. Because a couple of them got killed.
Yes.
Before, in their previous match.
Which you can see on Patreon. Yes, so
we have like a cargo area, which is in the very bottom of the ship, right? Then we've got the next deck would be like the main, not the top deck, but the main one.
Yeah,
and that's where there's like that hidden compartment in the front, which is the rooms, and then I thought there was only like 6 staterooms or
so the
crew area or whatever.
I would give you, if you want, I would give you like a middle floor between them. That's kind of a general galley
That'd be a pretty big
/
ship.
Magic, baby. Bigger on the inside.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah, or I was thinking more like, we got the front area, there's got some, like 6 rooms, and they're very big rooms. They're like maybe like 6 feet wide, 8 feet long or something.
Yeah, barely a closet.
Barely enough for like a small bed and a little dresser. And then behind those, towards the back, would be more the galley area.
Okay.
Or even like maybe a smaller area where normally like a captain would have their quarters or whatever.
Yeah, that's kind of the galley. Okay, perfect.
Yeah. And then maybe below that's like where the engine area is.
Or keep their quarters.
Well, my first idea is to
we need to map it out. Yes.
Tie everyone up by the ankles and just let them dangle off the ship.
Kill Hollow in space.
I mean,
I
is that what will happen?
Yeah, usually.
Oh, I just thought it'd be fun.
There aren't any
John asks, is that for every single person? Because there's the other crew.
Including us, John. All of us.
Okay.
Everyone.
I'll get the
and
rope.
The
He starts walking off.
That'll keep him occupied for a few minutes.
Good idea. I don't know, Bolt. What do you think?
Well, our little bubble of oxygen doesn't really extend much below the ship. Victor, you've been out on your broom, haven't you?
I just held my breath.
I was gonna say, how far down can you go before you have to hold your breath?
So, a little bit about the astral plane. It doesn't really require breathing in that way. It's more of a mental thing of like you're projecting that you have oxygen rather than it being like you need like a spacesuit. Yeah.
I don't know. It's like one of those things where I don't know. Do you think about breathing ever? Because when you do, then you're like, and you like go manual breathing mode. It's not fun.
I wish you hadn't said that.
Now you're like,
here, even worse, manual blinking mode.
I really Torrey wishes you hadn't said that.
Yeah, I'm actually right there with Cory. I hate when that happens.
Now you can all notice your nose in front of your face too.
Or when you're trying to think about swallowing and you can't.
I hate when I go third person. Or a second person where you're just kind of like, I'm seeing things right now. Like I am literally like looking at things and you kind of just like feel like you go behind your eyes a little bit.
I feel so gross.
I don't want to go back
5 minute break.
Sorry. Don't go back behind your eyes because that's where all the eyelashes build up over your whole life.
What?
Have you never seen that little comic where it's like what I think of every time I get an eyelash in my eye and I blink it out? Instead of going out of the eye, I imagine it goes back behind, and it's like a picture of just a bunch of eyelashes all packed up behind.
That's gross.
Yellow flag. I'm calling a yellow flag right now.
Like,
caution, please.
Sorry, Torrey.
It's okay.
Body horror stuff.
It's making me physically ill. I'm sorry. I don't know why I have that reaction.
That's fine. I mean, people react to things in certain ways.
Here, have a peach ring. It'll make you feel better.
No!
Stop. She's already chewing gum, okay?
I am. I have to have something in my mouth. I have like an oral fixation where I always have to Okay.
Former smoker.
Yeah. Okay. Better.
Former pacifier user.
Sorry, formal smoker. My bad.
Yes.
Excuse me.
Yes, don't you know?
One of those really long, The really
Yes,
long.
like Cruella de Vil.
Yeah.
That is exactly what I think that Torrey would use.
darlings.
We're looking at you, England, and what you call cigarettes.
Anyway, keel hauling is one option.
Okay,
Not the best option, but an option.
fine. We don't have to do that. It's
Well.
just an idea.
What if we clear out the front part in front of the rooms where you have your mirror? We can move that temporarily. So I'm sure you don't want it around them, especially your brother.
Of course.
Yeah, Fred definitely wouldn't want to creep her brother out with a
Yeah, we
creaky
can
mirror.
keep the whips and chains, though.
It's all like... The ship cannot even be moving, but it's enchanted to like make the
Yes.
like the creaking noise and the like
100%.
clink clink clink.
Fine, Victor, help me take out. Would you please? I'm sorry, I'm trying to be less bossy. Would you please help me get all of my mirrors?
No. Okay, I will.
John, kid.
They both come rushing up. Yeah, what you need?
That's my favorite kind of humor. Is when you look at somebody and tell them no, and then you do it anyway.
Yeah.
I need help. Would you please?
No, it's my turn. She said me. Goodbye.
There's a lot of mirrors. There's a lot.
They both give each other a look because you said please, and it's just weird out of your mouth. It's...
You know what? Get your asses downstairs. No, to the front of the boat. Also downstairs,
Yes.
depending on where we are.
The torture room.
Aye, Admiral.
Technically, John says, it's a ship, not a boat.
Well, that is a very good point, John. Where's the rope?
Ah, damn it. And he goes running off again.
All right, let's go.
Yeah, Kid will help with the mirrors.
Mirrors aren't heavy, are they? Because my strength is a -1.
Not really. I mean,
Why did I ask you for help?
Victor's like,
for anybody else, it would be no issue. I guess give me a strength check.
Oh no, I'm gonna break him. Ah, no! That's a 2. -1, so that's a 1. I can't lift
Roll
the mirror.
me
oh no, no.
1d8, please.
1.
You just break one mirror.
Okay.
That's all. It's only 10 years bad luck or whatever it is.
I lift it off the wall.
I don't know.
I like not even lift it off the wall. I like take the support off, and then it starts tipping towards me. And, oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
Honestly, you're already cursed. You're in league with the Baba Yaga, so...
That's fair.
You don't notice it till later because Victor takes the shards of glass and uses his knife dancing ability to put them back together and hold them in place.
once they're broken, mirrors are technically bladed weapons.
Yeah.
Genius.
So it's just when he falls asleep that they eventually like fall and crumble down.
Just
What
the,
was
the
that?
whole day.
Was it me?
Victor, why are you so sweaty? No reason.
It's great endurance training, actually.
Keep concentrating.
And that's actually a really cool thing that I think the 8 Rings would do. They would try to like hold something together.
They would you would have like your knives, like 4 of them or something, and they'd put like a bucket of water on them.
Oh, yeah.
And you have to like hold it up and not spill a drop.
Yeah.
And it's
Or like the
right
monks
at top.
where you gotta like hold your arms out for X amount of time.
Yep.
Do
Yeah.
the splits for.
Or they put something that is easily cut.
You know what
like a
we in the
tomato.
business call exercise.
They put like a tomato on the
That's
knives, and you have to
yeah.
you have to hold it without actually cutting into the tomato either.
Yeah.
The 8 Rings are cool.
So cool.
It's things.
Oh, sorry, Vings. All right. So you clear out the mirrors and everything. Meanwhile, John goes around expertly tying up the Brotherhood of Neve. Not hog tying or anything, just like.
And I'm sitting here watching him like, who taught him all that?
Is this wrong?
I'm just musing to myself, like.
Okay. Yeah. You,
And
you
he
didn't
looks
say it out
over. He
loud.
looks over like.
Full sailor sheep shank.
I'm thinking more. He did like the BDSM style.
Shibari.
Like, he's got it all tied up.
Nice.
That's what, who taught him to do this?
Is this too tight?
I don't know how they're all strung up on the top.
Every
deck
single
like
one
that.
of them. John's like the safe word is kumquat.
That's a terrible safe word.
No, it's
Watermelons.
not. The best safe word. So anyway.
Cut all that.
Yeah.
So once that's all done, John will start leading them in unless anybody has any objections. Okay. John starts leading them into the cargo hold, and as he walks past, Bell actually looks over at you and he says, "What are you planning on doing with us once we get back to Aneria?"
I haven't thought that far yet. It's kind of how most of my plans come together. I have a feeling like this feels right, and I'll figure it out when the time comes.
You're acting very stupid, Fred.
Well, it takes one to know one, doesn't it?
And I'm not just talking about whatever this is. I'm talking, yeah. He looks at it as expertly.
Yeah, well, he's got his hands like his arms are completely behind his back.
Yeah. I'm talking about the company that you're keeping, going against Sir's wishes by hanging out with terrorists.
Terrorists?
The people who destroyed the beacon and the Archdom? Yes, terrorists.
Freed me from my life of horrors?
I'm a terrifying
Really?
terrorist.
You're
more terrificists, but
you're gonna get yourself killed. I mean, look what already has happened to you in their company. And he pointedly looks up at the crown on your head, the crown of eye stalks that have wormed their way into your brain.
I mean, I think it looks nice, personally. But, Belle, let me ask you something. And I want you to be honest with me. As your sister, do you honestly feel like Sir cares about who you are?
Sir doesn't need to care about who we are.
Why not?
Because we respect him.
No. Belle, that's where you've got it wrong. He's using us. He has been... He raised us to use us. We are nothing more than currency.
And if that's what we are, that's what we are. We are what Sir tells us to be. We always have been.
You've been brainwashed. Can't you see that?
I could say the same for you. And again, he glances around at who he thinks are terrorists.
Belle, in spite of everything you've ever done to me, I can see that it wasn't you, and it was likely Sir telling you what to do, or him making you believe you had to treat me a certain way, but...
You were weak, Fred.
I love you. And I want you to be happy. And I think happiness can be found when you're no longer under Sir's thumb.
And I think happiness will be found once we are safe from danger. Like the Wayward Watch.
Very well. You think about that. And how one day you'll realize you're wrong. And I will be here to welcome you to freedom.
And when we finally manage to pry you away from this place, I will be there to make sure that we will make you strong again.
Ew. Like, aside. Ew.
A little bit.
Yeah.
I feel oogie. And then John will lead him away. Go ahead and give me a persuasion check, would you? I just want to see. How, if Fred got through to him at all.
Yes, I think I did.
Join my army.
I think she did. Okay.
You're like 28. Corey's like, sorry, the DC was
Actually,
40.
it was a 28. Because I rolled a 19 plus
Sorry,
9.
the DC was 40. He was right on both accounts. No. Okay. You're not quite sure if you got through to him, but you definitely rolled pretty good there. So once that
after
is...
they're like secured, and doors closed and locked and stuff, I'll put my biggest padlock on.
Wow.
It's a big one.
And you can just put your arm in there and like flip the
Yeah.
mechanism.
Like just reach in and
Yeah.
I'll wait till everyone kind of shuffles away, and I'll pull Fred aside. Are you all right, Fred? Some of those things that he said could be quite disturbing. Very hard to hear, especially from someone you considered a sibling.
Yes, but his words don't hurt me anymore. I won't give him that power. I really wish that he could see the influence Sir has had on him, because it's disgusting, really. I mean, you can see it with your own 2 eyes, can't you?
Yes, and perhaps in time you could get through to him.
Maybe.
Some pretty high deception and some rolls would be better. What am I saying? I don't know why I'm saying this. Just kidding.
Reset bolt.
I mean, he's not as bad as... Well, he is kind of one of the worst. Being one of the oldest ones, I think he had it extra bad. Honestly, I think Sir kind of got soft by the time he got to me, and that's saying something.
Ooh, a chill runs through the spines of a bunch of brothers.
Sir's got a scrying spell that looks for anyone talking bad about him. Like, focuses in on you. All your eyes start going,
Ha ha, I'm in the astral sea, so you can't.
Has to be on the same plane of existence.
Boom, roasted.
well, if you need anything from myself or Victor, please do not hesitate to ask. We'll do everything we can to try to assist in convincing him. I don't necessarily condone it, but there are methods I've heard of that are a little bit rough, that help break people of their brainwashing.
Really?
Yes.
What you do?
They're a little disturbing, and they involve what some would say torture. But it's supposedly the way to break someone down to the point where, I don't know, it feels like it's brainwashing them all over again. But if that makes sense, you break them down, and it's not unlike what the Archdom has done to their soldiers when they take them through their rigorous training. Theirs is not quite so severe, of course, but they push them to the brink of their physical capabilities, and then once you are focused on that, you don't have a lot of mental focus, and so you can be suggested to believe a certain way or do a certain thing. I don't necessarily condone it, but he is family, and if it's something that we have to try, we could, but it should be probably saved for a last resort.
I agree. I'll think on it.
I will admit, punching him would feel good.
Oh, you can punch him anytime.
Maybe later.
In fact, that's what we used to do after dinner.
Just punch.
Sir would call it dessert. We would just punch each other, and whoever...
Did the winner actually get some dessert?
No. Dessert was reserved for Sir.
Well, when we meet him, we should punch him and take all of his dessert.
That's the plan.
That's all Fred's motivation, is just to steal her father's
Dessert.
Yep.
Just dessert.
I want those Turkish delights.
Yeah, it's his just desserts.
Turkish delights.
Which
No,
are
those
not
are
good.
disgusting. Honestly, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe.
Whoever thought of taking turkey and trying to make it into a dessert? It's just weird.
I mean, but it makes sense, doesn't it? I mean, never mind. I was going to say at Thanksgiving time, you do put, like, cranberry chutney or sauce or whatever on your turkey.
Lunaberry sauce.
Oh, yes, of course.
There are more things in an area than just lunaberries.
Nope. They're just different shapes of lunaberries. If it's red and kind of pointed like a triangle with little seeds, it's just a type of lunaberry. Yep.
Yeah, trust me. Whenever I'm trying to like come up with a unique something food-wise in an area, my mind always goes to lunaberry stuff, and I'm just like, I need to think of like a few more things than just lunaberry.
Shadowberries, poisonous berries.
Poisonous lunaberries.
There's 3 more.
We call them eclipse berries. They're like black with a little white ring around the
It's pretty easy to avoid.
Yeah. You don't look directly at them, though. That's how they poison you.
Ooh.
It's not eating them. It's literally like looking directly at them.
They're delicious, though.
Yeah, you know what? Yes. When you do eat them, they are delicious. But you...
Problem is you never wake up after eating them because you just keep eating.
I mean, I'm poison resistant, so.
Says the man who, or says the creature, the construct who was almost devoured by butterflies, poisonous butterflies.
Say the plant itself is carnivorous, and it just lulls you into sleep as you continue to eat, as it digests you.
Yeah, thanks to whoever on the Discord posted the don't touch the butterflies.
Hey, once that's all done, you kind of come back up onto the top deck, and Ava Marie is standing there with the rest of her crew, and she goes, where do you want us?
Well, you've also flown in the Astral Sea, correct?
Yeah.
I mean, not very well. I kind of...
They got attacked by your brother.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we didn't crash, but thank you for things.
But after you got attacked.
Yeah, I mean... the ship's floating around there somewhere, just in pieces.
Perhaps we could put them on rotation of guard duty?
They can have a little of that, but I was thinking more they could help run the ship.
Last time I tried to help sweep, John nearly had a fit.
Oh.
There's more to do on a ship than just sweeping. And John passes by going, yes, sure.
Sweeping and
Whatever,
mopping.
you guys.
They're off limits. Everything else, we can talk about.
Yeah.
I did notice that you don't really have a full crew complement for a ship this size.
We don't. It's pretty much us 4.
Well,
Oh, and the Moai.
Hafis.
the what?
The Moai? Hafis. And I'll yell, Hafis! Could you come up here, please?
And the little crystal with little sparks of lightning for legs comes walking up. Yes, what is it?
I just wanted to introduce you
What is
to
it?
Ava Marie.
Sorry, that sounded more rude in my when I said it out loud.
This is Hafis, and I introduce him to everyone.
Definitely scary spies to know what I'm saying.
Inside
They share
inside voice.
they share a couple of like greetings quickly. The rest of the crew looks extremely surprised, but then Ava turns to you and says, "Look, you saved our lives, and I think the best way to repay you is we'd be happy to join up for as long as you wanted us."
I mean, I would appreciate that, and I think the rest of us would appreciate a little bit of free time while on the ship.
Okay,
So,
easily done.
and I'll just I'll kind of be like, hey, Fizz, you and John, if you can help divvy up some of the chores. Can any of you cook?
The
Specifically
halfling
dessert.
girl.
Because now we've talked about it. I've got, I think,
This halfling girl?
Yeah, the halfling girl nods.
Dallin?
And says, I can cook. And Ava says, if you would allow. And she turns around and she starts barking orders at her crew, and they start moving about to go, like...
Hoist up that what's
Yeah, basically repair things,
Something
secure
secure.
riggings. She sends a couple over to, like, your couple of, like, harpoon
Yeah.
battlements to check them over and everything. Going into full first mate mode.
Ava,
Yes.
we want to return to Aneria. Can you navigate us there and fly the ship? I'll be available, but I would like to join Hafis down in the engineering space. And
Of course.
I got to work on a few things.
I'll make sure we get there.
Wink, wink.
Ooh, it's been a long time since I've been given some free time.
Okay. Yeah, so you officially have a crew. And Ava will
Alright.
come to you later and say that
What about the lizard folk woman?
she's kind of just like standing around, not quite sure what to do. Kid has taken like an instant like to her, not like a crush or anything, but just like, you're a lizard, I'm a dragonborn, like this is cool, you're scaled.
Do we know her name?
Yes, her name is Svaka.
Svaka.
Just Svaka, sorry.
Svaka. Svaka? Just Svaka.
That was
okay.
Svaka.
Svaka?
Yes, Svaka.
Svaka Vlaka.
Svaka, I noticed that you were handy with a blade in the arena.
Well, my own blades.
Right, that's right, she was fighting.
Yep.
And where do you come from? What did you do when you were there? Because was she from the other ship? She was just in the arena, right?
Yeah, she was just in the arena. She wasn't part of the crew.
Either crew.
No, yeah. I come from the vast oceans.
Do we know what that is? That's one of the realms, right?
Yep, the oceans of again, like
Karamora?
yeah, you kind of know vaguely like the names of things. Yeah, the oceans of Karamora are, I think it's Karamora or it's Karamore. I think it's Karamora.
Loch Lamore.
Yeah.
It's over there.
The lies of
Oh yeah, I suppose it is. Let's see.
in
Okay.
Through.
chain room in bondage ropes.
Yeah, it's Karamora. Yeah, so it is Karamora.
Sorry, just what you were saying just hit me all at once. And I was like, wait, what? What's going on?
Making notes, I gotta catch up.
Put in bondage ropes. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay, we all know what that means. Were you a sailor
No.
there or
Tribes hunter?
So you can fight. That's what I'm getting at.
Yes. Very much so.
Well, for the time being, you are not. You saw what Ava and her crew. They joined us. I'm not saying you have to, but you are welcome to become part of our crew. I would think you would be a good security officer, or head of.
I will consider it.
It's up to you.
For now,
In the meantime, to earn your keep, so to speak, will you keep an eye out for any pirates or dangers in the skies?
of course. And I will guard the fools downstairs. And she goes stomping off to start a patrol.
Okay.
Okay.
I wanted
Havis-
to try to give everyone something to do.
Yeah. So you've got 1, 2, 3.
And then I look at Kid and I look back. Keep an eye on her.
Oh, I can do that. Hey! And he just goes running off after her. Does your tail come off?
Be good, remember who you are
You're not my mom.
and who your mommy is. Love you, mean it. Kissies.
Havis does say, if you do have a moment, I would like to show you what I gathered.
Yes, I've been looking forward to spending a little bit of free time working on a few projects.
This way. And he just goes skittering off into the engineering room.
First thing I want to check is how our time sand containment thing is doing, because it was holding off the metal infection stuff.
Oh, yes.
Remember?
Mm-hmm. You did lock it in time sand. Go ahead and roll me.
Remind him about that.
Go ahead and roll me a perception check.
9?
9. It's holding up fairly well. The sands of time are basically keeping it contained to what would be inches an hour to inches in probably days kind of thing. So it is definitely still spreading, but you have, it is holding for now. So
Okay, good. So then I'll go over to Havis and see what because he went out and was gathering ore and stuff for us, right?
So he is over at his digger construct that is part of his where he can skip between one and the other, and in the sort of
backpack thing.
Yeah, backpack thing that it has. Because if you remember, it's this big four-legged thing with a backpack, and it's got two scoops for arms.
2 scoops of sunshine.
Yep. And in the back, you see there's a bunch of rocks, but he actually pulls one in particular out and hands it over to you. Go ahead and give me a perception check. I want to see if you recognize the ore. Or if there's another skill.
Investigation.
Investigation. Yeah.
18.
This is Cinnabar.
Ooh, the island.
Yes, the Cinnabar Island. Cinnabar is commonly used to make mercury. Or quicksilver. I was able to recover about 10, maybe 11 pounds of the stuff.
Oh, that'd be good. What would we be using it for? Would it just be for something that we'd sell, or something in the ship that we can put it towards?
You can sell it. It's probably about 10 gold a pound. It's not incredibly rare, but this is astral plane charge. So
that was
they have
me
other
asking
properties.
Cory, not Bolt asking.
Well then, you can sell it.
Okay. Sorry, I just wanted to clarify.
Or you can keep it and come up with something interesting for
Okay.
it.
All right.
Yes.
All right. So we have about 11 pounds of Cinnabar.
Yes.
Okay. Take it to Cinnabon and sell it to them.
New quicksilver drizzle. What is it?
Icing?
Yeah, but what do you put icing on?
Cinnamon roll?
There's a cinnamon roll. Thank you.
Cinnabar roll?
Let me see that Cinnabar roll.
Don't everybody say cinnamon roll condescendingly to me at once.
Cinnamon roll!
Come on!
I almost wrote used to make cinnamon rolls. Used to make mercury.
Used to make cinnamon rolls.
I mean, we could try eating some. Just saying.
That's true. I found out why the whole you eat paint chips was an insult. Because back in the 50s when they used lead paint, people would eat it because they were starving, and lead tastes super sweet to humans.
Really?
So kids would peel it off the wall and
then die of lead poisoning.
yeah, I mean it collectively eventually kill them, right? But
Deadens your...
I didn't know that. I didn't know it was sweet.
I saw something that was talking about how, like, for 100 years in the 1800 to 1900s, or it might have been earlier than that, in
I was born in the 1900s.
Victorian England era, people had teeth that would just explode.
What?
Because they would get fillings that were silver or lead, and they would cap it, and they would get like
Abscess.
the methods that they used would put like hydrogen into the tooth as part of their process.
Okay.
And it would
have a bomb in their mouth.
yeah, they basically made a little bomb in their mouth that would eventually just pop and explode in their mouth. And it was just a thing that everybody agreed happened for a while
where
now.
gushers came from.
Because I'm just imagining like pus and ooze and bleh.
Yep.
So yeah,
Abscess.
there
No,
you
just
go.
tiny explosions. Ow. Little tiny mushroom cloud.
It's devastated the taste
Fallout.
buds.
Yes.
Yeah, fallout, but it's taste buds. Yep. So everybody is kind of going around doing their own thing, various stuff as the ship takes off again. The dwarf is actually the one navigating and piloting.
Okay.
John is like looking over his shoulder and be like, "Don't forget," and he's like, "I got it. Oh, don't forget that. I got it." The only one who is not doing anything is Donerail. He's actually standing on the bow of the ship, or at the bow of the ship, and he's just kind of looking out at the astral plane. He's got his wings kind of spread out a little bit.
Oh,
There's no
so emo.
yeah, he's very emo. There is no like wind that is like ruffling through kind of the ruined feathers that he has or anything. He's just kind of like standing there, and after a moment, he just like you see his wings kind of just fade away into the wherever angels put their wings when they're not using them, kind of
Their wing pocket.
yeah, the wing pocket.
Their butt crack.
Nature's pocket.
That too.
Yes.
Do you guys know what the demon core is?
No.
Because now I'm thinking about
Yep.
having a tooth that you walk into an enemy camp and... Anyway.
Yeah.
They were when they were playing with uranium to make the bombs.
I
You know
remember.
what the demon
Yeah,
core
I
is.
remember the demon core. The one guy grabbed it for like half a second to save
Well,
everybody
it
else.
was two half lead cylinders with uranium, and they were propping it up with screwdrivers, and they were
dropped it.
moving it, and it slipped and dropped, and it went super critical in the half second it took for them to put the screwdrivers underneath and flip it off again. And it was enough for everyone in the room within 15 feet to die within 2 weeks.
They told everybody to hold still and then mark where they were
Yeah,
at.
they marked where everyone's
So
standing.
at least for science, they figured out
Because they all
how
knew, like,
much
oh, crap, because they saw a
poisoning you
big
got.
flash of light.
blue light,
basically,
the
and
Chernobyl.
They were like, oh, shit.
Well, we're dead. Yeah.
Is that what it's called? The Chernobyl effect? The blue light that comes off of reactors?
Cherenkov radiation.
Cherenkov. That's what it is. Cherenkov.
We're just full of fun facts tonight, aren't we?
depressing
Is
things.
this our most depressing episode ever?
No.
Write it down.
There's also a story of a guy in Russia
Is
that
this
was...
our Roman Empire?
A guy in Russia was cleaning... It was
My
a
eyes
janitor.
smell babies.
He was cleaning a super collider.
Smell them all day.
And he didn't realize that they were going to do a test. He was leaning over cleaning something, and they did a test, and it went right through his head. And he lived. He lived for the rest of his life, but he had all kinds of medical
He
problems.
lives for the rest of his
Well,
life.
How long?
Don't worry.
Lots of time.
Okay.
He's gonna live the rest
Kelly
of
was
his
like,
life.
Kelly was like I'm not wrong. I
No,
guess.
you're not. You're supposed
You're
not.
absolutely true.
But yeah, he had all kinds of medical
Not
issues.
incorrect.
So,
Okay.
don't worry, you'll survive the rest of your life. Okay. How long's that?
Mhm.
Two
It's like when
2
you-
weeks? One.
It's like when you lose something, it's always the last place you look.
Yep.
Because if you kept looking, people think you're crazy.
I'm sorry, that's so
Unless-
funny.
Unless you're looking for your phone with your phone.
That's
Or
my
your
favorite.
glasses.
Uh-huh.
You're wearing them. Where are my glasses?
Talking on the phone, looking for your phone. I
I
can't.
lost my phone.
You know, it's in your hand.
Okay. But yeah, so after a little bit, Donarel just kind of he'll just sit on the deck and he'll just watch out. Like he doesn't even move from the spot, doesn't ask for anything, doesn't like go try to find a place to sit down, that kind of thing.
Victor,
Very, very
Victor,
Yes.
you speak emotionally damaged, right?
Oh, like when I talked to Ezra? Yes.
Fair enough. Would you mind talking to our guest and see if he needs anything from us?
Sure.
He wasn't very talkative down in the vault.
I could do that. Victor will go over and sit down next to him and just in silence for at least the first 5 minutes.
He'll kind of like you see him notice you out of the corner of his eye, that kind of like eye flick over to the side, so he knows you're there, and he's just sitting there for a while, and he
does this.
Yeah, he's definitely got the hair.
He'll
in front
flip
of
the
his
hair
face.
out of his eyes.
After that 5 minutes kind of passes, he goes, "You know, all I ever wanted to do was fly."
This is sad.
And why don't you?
And he kind of brings the wing back out, or one of them, and brings it around, and you can see it's in tatters. Like there is no way that he's flying anytime soon. I can't. I had these for all of 30 seconds before everything was taken away from me.
Do we know the story of how?
No.
Okay, that wasn't part of the tale of the two statues, right?
Well, if you
Does that
want,
make you feel better?
I'm here to listen. I also have a solution, but I've been told that I'm not supposed to give solutions. I should listen first.
A solution to flying?
Yeah. Do you trust me?
No, I don't at this point, to be completely fair.
That's fair. How do you feel about bondage?
I just spent the last 1,000 years or more
Ooh, that's not the
chained up in the basement.
The reason I ask is I have a flying broom, and if you want to fly, I could suspend you below the broom like you're flying, and you could enjoy the
Do you still have your
wind on
sidecar?
There's a sidecar too, but it'd be more fun to dangle him below me.
Oh, I get what you're saying.
Yeah,
So he's
like you give the impression that he's flying.
If it's something that interests you, I know it's not the same as the real thing, but now that you're free, you have the ability to chart your own course.
I think that second piece of advice is the one I'll hold on to. The flying thing seems a bit ludicrous.
Yeah, I agree with that. Well, it's a standing offer if you ever want.
Thank you. Oh,
We also have a giant robot chicken.
Do you know if you have any...
He does not like being called a robot chicken.
all right. Before we left, I did grab something.
Oh.
I didn't know if you wanted it, and he actually pulls out from his pants. I suppose he doesn't like he's got deep
His rib
pockets.
pocket?
Yeah.
Before you proposition, I am engaged. I appreciate it.
He holds up the Lich's half mask, Ponderax Stolly's like opera half mask, and he says, "I feel the magic on this, but I don't know what it does."
All right.
Two musicals are combining right now. Phantom of the Opera
Mask
and
it
Hello Dolly.
calls to me. I'll put it on my face. No, sorry. Let me kick you in the face.
It transforms Preston's character into a bard class. What he always wanted.
Yes.
No,
That's just Preston.
well,
Yes.
I appreciate it. I admit I feel a little like I should give something to you in return. You don't have much, and to give me all that you have brought with you, I don't.
I definitely do not want that.
All right.
But I believe a ride back to civilization, I suppose, is a fair trade.
I'll do you one better. Let me set you up a little. Don't tell the others. I've been saving some money.
I couldn't possibly.
Here's 1,000 gold, and I want you to go find a place that's safe, and try and forget all this that ever happened.
This place where we're heading.
Yes.
Is it Aneria?
Bolt, where are we going?
Aneria.
Yes, we're going to an area.
He kind of looks back at the city on the asteroid and he says, "Do you know what happened that sent that city out here?"
I don't. Could you enlighten me?
No, I was hoping that you did. I'm not.
Well,
The last couple thousand years have been
if I was
fuzzy.
to guess, have you heard of the Shattering?
No.
And then Victor will take the next little while, and he'll just
5
tell him
hours.
stories about Hasmonday,
Detailed PowerPoint.
and yeah, just tell him about the pre-shattering and when the shattering had happened, and then
It includes Fred's PowerPoint about birds and bees.
yes,
Continue.
and this
I
is
don't know
how-
why that part is in there in the middle, but I appreciate that, I guess.
But he'll basically just want to finish up and just be like,
And and there is not so bad. It's been pretty rough and tumble out here, but we've been very fortunate. Despite all the failings of the Arcanum, they did make a pretty safe place for people to thrive. Oh, and there's a place perhaps you might be interested. It's a sanctum for Glitterbug. That Hollow Bend might be a place you can find solace and
Interesting.
set up shop.
It seems that there's a lot that I've missed.
Yes, there's lots. And I mean, Bolt blowing up Hasmonday and
Wait,
Awkward.
that's a whole.
your construct friend.
It wasn't their fault.
Everybody take a moment.
Yep.
Clap, clap, clap.
It wasn't their fault. The circumstances. It was a tragedy, but you can't can't keep a good dog down. I guess I don't know.
I suppose not. Thank you, Victor. This is the first conversation that I've had in a long time.
If you ever need to talk, I can. I'm really good at talking.
I can tell.
I can listen to.
Thank you. And he just kind of goes back to staring out at the astral plane, wondering what his life will be.
Here I go, on my broom to have some fun.
and then Victor will
Yeah.
totter off.
Yeah. He's fall off the ship.
So unless there's anything
Not
else,
thinking about breathing.
we will move on. So 2 days pass, and soon enough, the small line that is an area's horizon grows larger and larger, and soon enough you can see the plane in full. And it doesn't take much for your ship to pass into the barrier, such as it is, that kind of separates the astral plane from the different realms. I'm assuming, unless you say otherwise, I'm going to say that you pop out at Archdom, or around Archdom.
Yeah, it's kind of, we left there to head, because that was the closest, exit point towards...
Yeah, so you went to
Arcanus.
Archdom. You also, you kind of were also over at Meadstead. One of the two is where you left from. So I can't remember which one, but
it was Meadstead because
that's where you got the ship.
Oh yeah, no, we went to Archdom because we met your brother there.
Oh, that's right. Yep.
Does Aneria...
Not the same one that's in our hole.
No, we met Xander.
Does Aneria have an orbit? Because if it does, it could be spinning, and it could be wherever you want, as long as it's on the edge of the map.
No. As much fun as that would be to be watching it from the outside and spinning.
Well, I imagine like the planet like shattered, right?
Mm-hmm.
And every piece is like in a different orientation to each other.
Yeah.
Right.
Like you could probably see one of the planes.
We flew from like Aneria to Arconis, which was like this, you know.
Yeah.
Yep. But the astral plane is also very confusing.
Yes.
So who knows what happens?
I mean, I forgot to breathe.
That's true. Actually, at one point you probably did forget to breathe. But yeah, soon enough.
He was on the ship inside of the bubble when it happened.
Victor, I think that is. I think we need to go see a doctor about this. This only happens while you're sleeping.
I need a CPAP machine.
We have a big bellows.
an air elemental that's constantly.
Constant pressure on your face.
You guys sure about so bad for Lyro and having to sleep next to that. Glad we can shut your door.
But yeah, with the kind of a slight pop and the sudden hiss of air, the rush of noise, you are once again back in the material plane, back in Aneria.
I feel like I need to pop my ears. Do you? Can you?
Yep.
I
I
can't.
I feel fine.
I'm good too, says Kid.
Oh, look, it's Sir.
And then he also like waves his switch around a little bit and he goes, I don't have any magic yet.
Oh, well, you're going to learn. You'll have a great teacher. It's me.
I thought you just like had magic.
Yes, but I think I could teach you a thing or two.
Oh, okay. Sure. Can you teach me to fireball?
Everyone thinks I can cast fireball.
Well, it's the coolest spell ever.
I know. Can't do it, okay?
Did you see when I cast it?
Yeah, wait, no. The Kid didn't see that. Redacted.
But I can breathe fire, so ha. Oh, P.S. Can we take a long rest?
Yes, you can take a long rest. What color did we say that Kid was?
Kid is...
Blue?
Green, orange, pink.
Let me find it.
Blue.
Yeah.
Cerulean blue.
Cerulean blue.
He goes, well, I can breathe lightning, so...
Kid, what could I do to make you think I'm awesome? Because I feel like we're missing that in our relationship.
Probably stop trying so hard.
He's like, moms are never awesome.
Yeah.
But he admits to.
Yes. Yeah, he's like, moms aren't cool. Not that you're my mom or anything. I gotta go. And he runs. He runs off.
Victor, I think I just have to ignore Kid, and then he'll like me.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what he just said, basically.
It works for me. I ignore Lyra a lot.
Speaking of, maybe you should reach out to her.
Well, this ring that I have has been buzzing nonstop for the past day and a half. I wonder what that means.
This is Pete Ring number 5.
Victor just opens up his communication ring and it's just a bunch of howlers from Lyra.
You!
Where have you been?
Run away.
Yeah, so if you want, it takes probably about, let's say, an extra half day to get to Archdom itself. You can dock there. Ava actually says that the crew's going to take a little bit of shore leave after getting everything settled, but they will be back. She also kind of pulls you to the side and she says, so, we're not expecting pay. I want you to know that.
I mean, if you're...
Again, you saved our lives, and we'd be happy to sail with you in exchange. But the crew was wondering if we could have a little bit of cargo space to ourselves, that we can store some goods for wherever we end up traveling, and
Sure.
so we can try and make a bit of money that way.
I don't feel that it's proper to have you work on the ship without having a cut of...
You're not
What we
smugglers,
made.
are you?
No.
We like to keep our business above the line.
I saw your smuggler's hold.
That was for prisoners, and they weren't ours. Slaves.
That's our prisoner
sorry.
pocket.
It kind of is the prisoner pocket. Which is different than the prison pocket. Just to be clear.
Oh boy.
But yes, a little bit of cargo space just so that we could sell things would be
Of course.
fine.
Also, like I said, I don't think it's fair that you work for free. I'll kind of pull Fred and Victor off the side and be like, would you guys be opposed to a small cut being set aside for Ava and her crew? Ava?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ava Maria.
As long as they pull their weight.
I mean, you saw how
They need
how well the ship ran on the way here.
They really need to sign the waivers, though, because we don't have a good track record with people.
Well, they're not joining the Wayward Watch. They don't need to join the Death Waivers.
They don't need to join the death waivers.
Waivers.
The death waivers sound like really good.
Well, instead of the
Yes,
death waivers,
it's our nickname.
It's a bar
what
crew.
about the hold harmless agreement?
Ooh, I like that. Hold harmless in case of death.
Yes.
But we leave out the death part. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
It's just going to have the word death crossed out in case of...
In case of holding you harmless.
Oh my gosh.
If you can get them to sign whatever, it's fine. All I care about is whether or not
Yeah,
we
that's no problem.
set aside a little bit. So
How much are they wanting to get paid exactly?
not much. What is an average? Probably an average sailor makes
I would
a
say
gold.
they're...
I don't know.
Well, so I would say that they're probably specialized hirelings.
Okay.
So let me
Special. That means
let me find out.
So very special.
See, you tell someone they're special, and then they feel good, and so you can pay them less because.
Is that why my mom always said I was special?
I believe, Victor, that was probably for a different reason.
Oh.
A skilled hireling makes 2 gold per day. Yeah.
Oh,
How much do I make per day?
Whatever you
how
pull
much?
in
How much do you earn?
in treasure.
Per day.
0 gold per
What's my
year.
my per diem?
Actually, I think it's fairly concrete that Fred has not made a single gold piece since she joined the party. Because you made, like, the only thing that you did was you went to Arconos, which is all scale. Like, there was no, like, treasure
And that's
gold
why,
there.
like, she has
I think
really
we
not
gave you money.
spent
Yeah.
very much money because,
You did
like,
buy
anytime
you
someone
bought an
has
orphan.
to, like, I did buy an orphan.
Yes.
But anytime, like, we're spending money, Fred kind of, like, quietly lets Bolt pay for it. On purpose.
That's canon.
Yeah.
Say, Bolt, question for you.
I'll give them like 50 gold to like split up so they can go buy some supplies and stuff.
Okay. Sounds good.
I've been thinking, Sir never let me have one. Where do I get one of those communication rings?
Oh, we can just get one in town here.
I'm just thinking in case I need to get a hold of any of you. And I kind of want to reach out to some of my other brothers. Do you think that's a bad idea?
Well, if you want, you can have mine. It keeps ringing over and over.
No, that's a lyra, you idiot.
Oh,
Yeah, what's her symbol? Is it a dagger?
Probably a kunai.
Kunai.
Through a heart.
Kunai. A kunai heart.
With a V on the heart.
It's slowly shifted over time. It's really weird that it did that.
It's bizarre.
We can just go get you one. And as far as reaching out, in order to reach out to someone with another ring, you usually have to come in contact with the ring itself.
Okay.
The best method is a fist bump.
See, I've never used one before. Wait, John Bruns, you have one too.
Yeah, of course I got a communication ring.
Butterflies are much more efficient, I think.
No, they're not. Don't listen to him. He's telling lies. Come now, let's get you a ring.
The trauma. Okay.
What is D&D if not therapy for your players?
Butterfly therapy.
Butterfly therapy, yes. So terrific.
So communication rings, they're pretty standard, about 100, 200 gold.
I think they were like 150.
150? Yeah. That makes sense. That sounds like something I'd do.
Deal.
Is it 10? Yeah, 10 gold pieces for platinum.
Yes. Yep.
Our
You let him buy it.
You don't have any, do you? I will just buy it. Bolt would just be like, "Oh yeah,
Yeah, of course.
Here you go."
Yeah.
So yeah, you got it. You now have a communication ring.
Congratulations.
And I'll like
communication ring.
show you that. Ding, you touch it and it
Ooh,
gives contact and stuff.
cool.
What would you like your mark to be?
Oh, my mark. Well, obviously,
An ocular.
decapitated dragon.
Like, are you talking about the head part or the rest of it?
I'm sorry, I don't think I understand.
Well, you said a decapitated dragon. Does that mean that you want the dragon's head, or does that mean you want the rest of the dragon without the head?
Ooh, this is a very good question. Oh, I don't know.
I'm a
Like-
very good salesman.
Like the head, like with a tongue out, and like X eyes with like
That's how they
the
get you.
bone sticking out would be cool.
All
but
of the customization costs more. So you gotta be.
Victor, how'd you get here?
Puppy dog eyes, all of the eye stock puppy dog eyes at both. Like, we
I'm
can
just
pay for some
I'm ignoring this because
customization.
to me it's like you just pick something simple and go.
I'm telling you, it's a lot cheaper to go get the butterfly. I mean, these newfangled rings. Just,
no, I want one. Shh, Victor.
all right.
What would you do? Or it would be cool to have like a body with like blood splurting out.
Maybe Sir with X's in his eyes.
That seems a little on the nose, doesn't it?
I can't do people.
Oh,
I just imagine like it's not that it's a magic limitation; it's an art limitation.
Yeah.
It's like I can't draw hands. Like I can't
exactly.
draw
Yeah, that is
Anything
exactly
else,
what it is.
I'm
Yeah.
good. I can't draw
I
people.
think a dragon head with X's in its eyes would be perfect.
okay, that's what I want. Please and thank you. What?
Just a minute. And he goes over and he closes the lid to like this auto bard thing that they have.
I was quite enjoying that. You can find that on my Spotify playlist.
Damn thing. There we go.
It's definitely not a second generation
No.
music box.
It's an eye box.
And
No, that's a different. Open it
because
up, it's just full eyes.
this gnome proprietor turns his attention back towards you, which I will say that he probably has. I'm going to give him a feature that he has glasses, but they are large, like half-cut gems for the glasses. So he kind of looks like he has compound eyes, but they're like big and bulging,
Yeah.
which is probably why he can't draw people very well.
He's like, "Ugh."
I'm
Their
really,
faces.
really good at bugs for some reason.
Yeah. I can only draw inorganic shapes for some reason.
Do you like apples? I could do an apple really easy.
No.
There's like 100 people who have apples around here. They call them eye rings. I don't know why. I don't know what eyes have to do with apples,
Apples.
but
Yeah.
Apple of my eye.
No.
that might be it. Also, when did you get in here?
I've been here
He's sneaky.
perusing your wares.
Ooh, spicy.
See anything you like? Spicy right back.
Maybe.
Spicy again.
Do I see anything? I rolled an 18.
I mean, it's a pretty standard Wellspring item code, which is where I'm assuming you guys ended up because that's
It's the easiest
Most
place to
popular
find
place.
a ring. They're a little overpriced, but
roll me a
always have stuff.
D100.
Stuff and stuff.
when you're not paying.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
exactly.
46.
46. Let me grab a book. You do see two things of interest.
Okay.
One is a kind of a wavy Chris type dagger that has not.
Sorry, I just thought of
not the name Chris.
No, a wavy crisp like a potato
like
chip.
a potato chip.
I'm hungry.
With
so.
kind of like it's kind of got a
Delicious.
black blade with a red tinge around the edge. And then the other is a mask that is a fox face.
Ooh, you're gonna start collecting masks.
Ooh.
This might go
Only
nice.
to stop the
Takes
moon
my-
from
I
crashing down.
In my room, I now have this hanging like opera mask,
What?
and I could like put a kabuki mask next to it.
You have a mask in your room?
Oh, I need you to identify at some point. It has some creepy aura.
What? What is going on? What?
You can't.
You have a magic mask?
Yeah, you like I said, you should probably. It might be
you
cursed,
You can't. I'm not touching it then.
but I need you to identify it.
Identify.
Identify. Well, the Chris perhaps. I'm considering it. May I have a look at it while you're customizing her ring?
Of course. Please feel free.
I'll check its balance.
Okay. It's a pretty good balance dagger. This is a...
I'll whisper to it.
it will whisper back...
Mandar.
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 Christopher.
Stabby thing. Christopher.
Christopher. No, it's got to have some, like, over-the-top metal name for this dagger. It's called Morn Fang the Blood Feaster.
Donarel the Fallen.
Donarel the Fallen.
What a coincidence.
I said heavy metal, not emo.
Oh, right. Two sides of the same coin.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Interesting. It has personality. I like it.
Can it really speak to you?
Yeah, I mean, it's giving you, like, vibes.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, when you see someone across the room and you just, like, know what their name is, like, that's Jennifer. Yeah, it's like that.
You've also met Jennifer.
Oh, yeah.
And then she's like, no, my name's Marge, you idiot.
But she looked like a Jennifer,
I know. She says, I get that all the time.
It's like this lady named Rebecca. Everyone calls her Rachel. It's my wife.
Really?
Everyone knows. You look like a Rachel.
She is not a
He used
Rachel.
to answer the phone all day, talk to the same 100 people, and I'd be like, IT, this is Scott. And they'd go, oh, hi, Chris. Because Chris was a person that worked there 6 years before me.
You know what, though?
I'd be like-
pull off Chris.
And I would just be like, hey. There were a few times where they'd put in a thing and be like, oh, I talked to Chris the other day about something. And my boss would be like, why don't you correct him? I'm like, it's just too much. It's too much hassle.
And if it goes on an HR report, it's not my problem.
Exactly. if they didn't like what I told them.
He's no longer with us. Yeah, you can pull off a Chris. You've got...
Corey's got a
Keith
Jonathan
vibes.
vibe.
I was going to say...
That's my middle name.
I was going to say, like, Devon.
Devin. When I first signed up for a like Magic the Gathering event, I had to like write my name down for their little player cards, and I have bad handwriting, and they thought I was Gary Avis for the longest time, and I just kept it like that for a few years because
You could pull off Gary.
yeah, that's my uncle. So
Okay. And you?
Gary, Indiana, Gary. I don't know.
Harold Hill.
folder.
Harold, yes.
I think you'd make a good
No,
folder
Henderson.
Yes, folder.
Harold
or binder,
Henderson.
What?
Harold Henderson.
Harold Henderson. There we go.
Notebook.
like Harry and
from
the
Harry and the
Hendersons.
Hendersons.
Okay.
That's the one.
This dagger has a little bit of a malicious aura to it. It feels like it is a. It feels. I don't know if you've ever met a vampire, but you've had vampiric things. It feels a little vampiric.
You feel so like emo. I feel like I'm holding Ezra's baby.
It kind of rages because it's not emo, it's metal. Literally, it's made of
And I'm
metal.
gonna look at the price tag.
That is a good question. 2,300 gold.
Bolt spy.
Bolt spy.
Just put it in the shopping cart.
That will be 4,000 gold. Oh,
Do your kids ever do that?
Yeah.
Like grocery shopping? I'm like,
Oh,
where did these
sorry.
come from?
23,000 gold.
23,000.
You were like 2,300. That's overpriced. Oh, my thumb's in the way. Ah!
23,000. Got it.
Yes. So, what do you pick for your communication ring?
Decapitated head of a dragon.
Okay, so a dragon head. Yeah. Okay.
But it has to look like X eyes, tongue like lolling out, and like the spine coming out, and blood.
This will be my greatest challenge yet.
Oh dear.
He rolled a natural one.
Ooh, does he not know what a dragon looks
No,
like?
he does not.
He literally is
it
an apple.
It's a lizard. It's an apple. If you want it can either be just a regular lizard head with the tongue rolled out, or it could be an apple.
With its tongue rolled out.
Okay, let me do this.
An apple with a tongue out.
And people just think it's a caterpillar or something,
Yep.
or a worm. Okay. 10 and below, it is the apple. 11 and above, it's the lizard.
That's the better of the two choices.
Okay. 11.
Okay. Yep, it is a lizard head.
Why does it have a stem on top? Never mind. You know what? That's fine.
I mean, it looks a little more like a gecko.
I kind of got confused halfway through,
It's a
and
dragon.
I really should stop. Like,
What is that? Is that his tongue? No, that's a worm. Yeah, just wait. Yes.
You know, maybe he's just ahead of his time.
Can we?
It's a dragon if it was drawn by Pablo Picasso.
All engravings are final.
Fine.
if you want, here, and he grabs a little book and he rips out one of the things and he writes on it and he hands it on a little slip of paper on over to you.
One free item.
And it's a coupon at the Wellspring headquarters for one free re-engraving from their master engraver.
Where is that?
That would be in Wellspring.
Not Westport.
Manaport. Yes.
In a place we don't want to go.
Why?
It's just a terrible town.
Why is it so bad?
There's just
That was the dog at your feet.
some unsavory. Yes, I'm playing playing with the thing. There's just some unsavory people there.
Have you tasted them?
You remember my note, right?
Were they sweet?
We What did your note say? A note to Fred?
Yeah.
Remind me.
It was who he wanted to kill.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You still have it, I think.
Kill Roy.
In your
Person
binder.
named Roy.
Yep.
I had it. Oh, I remember.
Because I don't remember the name off the top of my head. So I hope you have it somewhere.
Hold on.
It's Quindifer.
It might be in our pile of papers.
Probably.
or something.
It might have gotten.
Were you interested in that dagger after all, then?
Victor's like, what dagger? You didn't give me a dagger. It's like, he's got a ring in his shirt behind him.
Let me. How do you feel if I make you an offer?
We are always up to bargaining, within limits, of course.
All right. What do you say we have a little game or a wager? I will pay full price for this. And a little
Deal.
bit of tip on top.
All right.
Or, if I win, then you will give me 20% discount.
What's the game?
It's a simple game that I'm still making up at the moment. You've played Cups, yes?
Yeah, I've played Cups before.
That has the little
He's got his ticket for the
when you
long
have
way
the little
around.
ball, yes.
I know of what you speak.
Perhaps
Give me a persuasion check really quick.
That's an 8 plus persuasion. Persuasion 7. So that's going to be 15.
15? I would agree to that. If you lose, though, it's 10% more on the dagger. And the tip.
Oh snap!
I'll give you the tip of the dagger. All right, I'll play your game. I'm pretty good at. I must warn you, I'm really good at making wagers and winning.
And I must warn you, I have eyes like a hawk. He says through his multicolor,
Through his insect
multifaceted
eyes.
eyes. Yes.
Victor,
they
I'm just going
they
to
look
point
more
something
like
out.
dragonfly eyes,
See this?
which are objectively better.
Yes, it's
That
actually.
great eyes.
All right, well, here we go.
First of all,
Yes.
and as you shake hands, there's like a little tiny spark that goes between you. It's not from him. He looks surprised by it too. In fact, it feels like it came from you, from your new wellspring of power that you have.
Contract magic.
Witch's magic.
Well, that was weird. But the show must go on. Do you have any cups? I don't have any, but I have ball bearings.
Of course. Let me grab the cups.
I'll pull a ball bearing out.
And he'll grab 3
Here you go.
3
wooden
enchanted cups.
What's this?
And I want to do a sleight of hand.
Okay, it's going to be a contest against his perception.
Okay.
I'm rolling 2 dice,
Okay.
but he has disadvantage, not advantage, because he doesn't have good eyesight.
Sleight of hand is a
And
plus.
Tori, if you want to lean over and just see what the result was there for that disadvantage. This guy is not having a good day.
No, he's not.
2 1s.
So I'm assuming that you are
Sorry,
pulling
would
the...
you like to see what I rolled and then what my sleight of hand
Oh,
is?
snap.
What was it?
I have a plus 20 to sleight of hand, so it's 25.
25? Yeah, well, it beats his 1. So
Which one?
I'm assuming that you pulled the ball.
Is that a pun from your witch magic?
I threw it into his. Yeah, I rolled up my sleeves, but he threw it up into his sleeve.
It is obviously in the one on your left hand,
Incorrect.
which would have been incorrect even if you hadn't have pulled the ball.
Would you like to try again?
Don't push your luck.
Double or nothing.
Double or nothing. 40% off or 20% on.
All right. Wait, no. 25% off.
What? 40% off.
40.
Deal.
40% off. Didn't say I'm very good at it.
I thought you said 20%.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Deal. All right. Wait, shake on it.
And again, there's that little tiny spark.
All right, here we go.
And he'll. That's a 33.
Yeah, it beats him.
What face was that?
33.
I rolled a 13. So.
13's good in a more normal context. What are you talking about? Preston's not happy unless he gives above a 15.
There's a life or death stakes here.
Knife or death. Come on.
Life or death.
Yes.
It's clearly in the middle one. Haha, I've got you this time.
He didn't even notice that Victor didn't even put a ball underneath a new one.
he didn't,
Shuffled
yeah.
and he comes around.
Yep.
Well, my good sir, it seems we have an accord.
Where is the ball?
It is right here.
And can I sleight of hand
Yep.
it? Like, into the cup?
Yep, absolutely.
727.
Yeah. He doesn't even notice.
I still got above it. You can get above a 20 no matter what.
I know.
Very well.
And if I roll below it, I can't remember, one of them, my proficiency modifier is under 10. I can...
Oh yeah, your
10
reliable
is 10.
talent. Which would that 5 that you got was actually a 10. So yeah. He takes a tiny little pocket square and he wipes his suddenly sweaty brow and he goes, 40% off then, yes. That would be
You
agreeable.
are a gentleman.
He has to go out of business.
Thank you. So that would be 16,800 gold.
Perfect. I still don't have enough gold. But I do have diamonds.
Diamonds.
I have 6
I would loan
diamonds.
you some money, but
Does it say how much they're worth? Or
Yes, I have 6 diamonds, and it says they were the worth,
They're 500 each.
total worth. Where did they come from, though?
Where did they come from? Where did they go?
So I have
Where
diamond
did they
here,
come from?
and next to it
Victor-
says
Victor, I checked.
30,000 with all 6. Quantity 6.
30,000?
That seems like a lot for diamond. I thought they were only like 500 apiece.
Or a blue gemstone worth 5,000 gold pieces.
Oh, no. Okay. Yeah, 30,000. Yeah, you can easily get that traded out for gold, right?
Where'd you get that?
You're an Archdom. So this dagger is and I'll get you the stats later. This is a Blood Mage dagger. It is a very rare weapon that requires attunement by a spellcaster, which you are now. So that works out. It can be used as a spellcasting focus. Its handle is covered in small holes that drink in whatever blood runs down the blade. And there's a small reservoir for blood in the dagger's pommel that seems to never completely fill. It's a +1 weapon. And it has 5 charges. While holding the dagger, you can expend 1 charge to make a melee spell attack using your spell attack bonus against a living creature you can see within 5 feet of you. When you do, an illusory crimson dagger sweeps out towards the creature. And a creature hit by this attack takes necrotic damage equal to 3d6 plus your spellcasting modifier, and you regain hit points equal to the necrotic damage dealt.
What? That's so cool.
If the target is a construct, plant, or undead creature, you don't regain any hit points. And then, alternatively, while holding the dagger, you can expend one or more of its charges to cast a spell using a first, second, or third level spell slot. It must either target a single creature or yourself. And the spell slot you use to cast the spell counts as one level higher for each charge you expend this way, and you can't increase the spell slot beyond 5th level. When you use the property of the dagger, you also expend 1 hit die for each charge you expend this way. Roll a number of hit die equal to the number of expended charges, and take necrotic damage equal to the total you roll. This damage ignores resistance and immunity, and then if expending charges this way causes you to fall to 0 hit points, the spell fails and you fall unconscious.
What page?
That is...
To make
36.
36, okay.
Griffin Saddlebag, Volume 1.
Volume 1.
Yep. And I'll get that put up for you. That works really well, actually, for Victor the tank, who needs all of the healing that he can get.
Cannon,
Yeah, so 16,800 gold later.
Yes, 16,000.
Yep.
Victor, where did you get all that?
I will have to look. It's been in my bag for a while, along with my crowbar, my candle, the caltrops, bag of 20.
You just list the whole content.
Ball bearings, 1,000.
He's had all the treasure that he's ever gotten over the years.
Like
in pouches that he's like, I don't even know. It's like finding a $20 bill in your pocket, but it's a diamond.
In his robe of many pockets.
Yes.
For real though. Like, there's so much stuff in here that like we picked up, and I would just put it in the bag, and then when everyone else went shopping, I was like, I don't really need anything right now. Like,
Yeah.
But I forgot I even had it.
You mean you haven't spent anything that we've collected?
No, I give it to people.
Since before Eve left.
Yeah.
Wow.
The shiny stuff reminds
Victor,
me
that's
of
actually kind of impressive. I honestly didn't think you would be capable of it.
I figure I need to save,
Rude.
Except for like when I give it to people.
Now, I do
Who
have
are you
something.
giving it to?
Oh, I gave the Awesomar like 1,000 gold. That's no big deal.
Really?
It's chump change.
Victor,
Gold is no longer the sugar daddy for Fred. It's Victor.
There is something kind of serious that came to mind that I need to talk about.
Yes.
Are you sure that Lyra is not marrying you for your money?
Oh, she has no idea.
Okay, good.
Mostly because Victor had.
And Victor also has no idea.
Did you get back to Lyra?
Oh, I probably should do that. I'll open the ring slowly.
Yeah, there's a lot of different messages. They start out with just a, hey, checking up on you. Hope everything's going okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's been a few days since we've spoken.
Oh,
Is everything all right?
I totally wrote back to her that time.
I am starting to worry. I got your mental message in my head, and it didn't sound good.
I shouldn't have. I left it on unsent. You know, like when you read a message and you're like, oh, I'll get back to that later, and you don't.
Victor, I am an expert in love.
Yeah.
I think.
I mean, you
Quite
have
experienced.
basically a PhD after that discussion you had with the dragon. So.
Right? You need to fix this.
Okay.
Immediately. Where is Lyra now? Go to her.
Lyra, where are you?
Not anything other than that. Just the equivalent of a you up.
That's perfect. Now send it.
Perfect. All right.
Yeah.
I said. I almost forgot.
You know what?
I'll
Maybe
write another one.
Victor.
Hey, just got back to Aneria. Everything's okay. Peachy keen. See you soon. XX. XO. Victor.
Victor, perhaps you should tell her
Just
about the
tic-tac-toe
money.
that they're playing.
Oh,
Perhaps you should tell her about the money. She may need some extra incentive.
I have heard though, like from some people, they say if your partner knows about the money, then they'll try and kill you for the insurance, and I don't want that to happen.
Well, to be fair, you guys have tried to kill each other multiple times.
Oh, and
anyway.
she totally could kill me if she wanted to.
Your ring buzzes pretty immediately.
Oh, hold on.
Speaking
We got a message.
of, well, I'm dead.
It just says, don't worry, I will come to you.
Oh, perfect. She's coming.
Oh, perfect. See, everything's okay now.
Great. See you soon in
Archdom.
Archdom.
Can we make a whole series of dating tips by Victor?
That's actually a good point. Are you guys planning on staying here a few days, or when is the?
She's gonna be like, "I'll see you in Army," and then we leave.
Lyra knows you well enough that wherever you say is not the actual place you are.
Cut a swath of rage across this world.
There's going to be a very shaken up Wellspring item code. Where is he?
She's gonna tear through the headquarters just to find out.
She comes out of a vault of holding.
I need to go back to the ship.
Problem solved.
So I will see you later.
Wait, hold on. Fist bump. Bloop. Now you have my beats.
Ba-la-la-la. Perfect. I am getting this fixed at some point in time. We might have to go there, just the two of us.
I like the apple lizard.
See, everyone thinks it's an apple lizard. They won't know. They'll start calling me Fred Apple Lizard.
Fruit reptiles are my favorite magical creature type.
You're the worst.
I'll just have you know.
That was to the shop guy, not to you.
Yeah, that was the DM speaking, but yeah, the shop guy. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Which Fred probably does say back to the DM, but the shop guy thinks it's to him. I'm very sorry. Yeah. This has not been a good day for me.
I appreciate your business.
I think I'm going to go home early.
Good idea. Close up shop.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Fred wants to scry.
Okay.
On her, because the last time she was here, she ran into her brother Xander.
Mm-hmm.
She wants to scry on him and see if he's in these whereabouts.
Okay. Alrighty. So yeah, you head back to the ship. You actually
find out what to do with your brothers.
Yes. I'm working on it.
You actually get up onto the deck, and you see Kid is actually laying on the ground, kind of face down.
Kid.
He looks a bit unconscious.
Kid.
You run over, you kind of roll him over, and you can see that his eyes are kind of this pure miasma of like color, almost like you're looking in like a rainbow as they're swirling about, and he's kind of just like sitting there in a daze. It's...
Kid, snap out of it.
There's so much.
So much what? What happened? Kid, don't make me do this.
Give me a medicine check with your slapping there.
Okay, well, you know, that's a 14.
14? He's non-responsive. This affliction doesn't feel like a disease or a sickness or anything. It feels like something magical is going on here.
Better. John!
Oh, sorry, I was getting... Sleep, apparently, is a thing?
What happened?
Why did you tell me? Yeah. What do you mean what? Oh.
He could have been sleeping.
Yeah. He's just been awake, taking care of the ship the entire time.
His bag's getting deeper and deeper and deeper. I thought maybe he was a lich.
He's been taking care of the ship this whole time, and he has
like 5 levels of exhaustion.
He takes micro naps while he's like brooming.
What happened to Kid?
I don't know. I just got back, and something is wrong with him.
Let me see. And he comes over and he kind of feels his... He takes 2 fingers and puts it on the top of his
It's like Scuttle.
Yeah. He's like, I'm sorry, I'm not a doctor. I don't know what's going on. I can get a doctor. Do you need like a doctor or cleric?
Go and get Bolt and Victor now.
Right. Got it.
Bolt! Damn it, Fred! I'm not a doctor!
That's just what you're imagining, Victor will say. And you just go, just get Bolt.
Yes, in that case.
John goes running off, his lanky legs carrying him into the city as he screeches Bolt and Victor at the top of his lungs.
Yeah, we're a good 20 minutes away, probably.
I feel like someone's calling
Fred will run around and try and see who else is about.
Okay. So nobody else is out on the top deck. All of the other crew members specifically have gone off in different directions.
First, she will pick up Kid and go and put him on her bed.
Okay. Yeah. So you set him down on the bed, and you notice towards the front where the prison is, Svaka is also kind of slumped against the wall and just kind of has her head hanging down, almost like she's in much the same state. And the door to the cargo hold is open.
Oh my word, no. He's gone, isn't he?
Yeah, you go and check, and Bell and the Brotherhood of Neve were all gone.
They took all of our BDSM rope too, didn't they?
Yes, they did. All your fine silk ropes are now there.
Saving that.
They're going to be a really weird sect of the Brotherhood of Neve now, though. So that's consolation prize. Yeah. So she has much the same kind of multicolor spiral in her eyes.
So sexy or humiliated in my life. Anyway.
In fact, she looks a little bit worse for wear than Kid does. She looks like she's even more sickly than she is. I think at this point, Bolt can arrive. Bolt and Victor, and John.
Yeah, we'll come in. Fred,
Bolt.
What's going on?
Bell is gone. Kid, something's wrong with it. Miss Svaka too. Please, see what you can do.
Oh, sure. I will go to the closest one. Probably Kid.
Yeah,
in the room.
Yeah, you got downstairs, and that's when she met you.
Take a look and see the. Now, does it look like a magical effect?
Yeah, it doesn't look like. Well, give me an Arcana check. Let's see if you can determine.
That's what I was wondering.
Yeah, it does look magical, and Fred even confirms that
it's a 24.
24. After a while, you kind of realize that this isn't like a spell that somebody cast. This is like an overdose of magic.
Like a mana crystal.
Or like
the OD on the just being in the atmosphere.
Yeah, something like that.
Interesting.
Yeah. You know that like once they get acclimated, it will fade away, but it definitely is like coming to a plane that has an overload of magic from.
Ava came from Aneria, correct?
Yes.
Her and her crew.
Yep.
Okay, so
Ava and the other crew came from Aneria. So did the Brotherhood.
Oh, this is not good. I didn't even consider this.
What's happening?
Don't worry.
Not a spell. It's a. Well, you know how Arconis had hardly any magic, or at least you could feel how it wasn't really permeating the area. Well, Aneria has a lot more. And I don't believe these two are used to it. They should slowly get better. So we should probably just keep them comfortable until then.
Well, now we have
think
to
of
leave.
it like one of the spice tents in
Big Town.
In Big Town.
Never been there. Don't know what that is.
Oh, they're drug dens.
Oh, that's great.
They smell quite good, actually.
There was also one that was full of people with like pustules and.
That's great.
That sounds less great.
It was like a plague tent.
Did they
That's
have
what
very
that's the plague tent, not the drug tent.
maybe kind of sexy tiger person there?
Yeah, but he had thumbs on the wrong side of his hand. It was
Super
weird.
fluffy.
Gross.
Super fluffy. Well, if you want to know what they've seen and heard, I've got I'm pretty good at that stuff with my potion of mind reading. So if you want to know what happened, or if you want to experience a mind trip.
I mean, yes, that sounds amazing, but I'm trying to be a responsible adult now.
All right.
Why don't you?
Your loss.
Kind of.
Or gain, I'm not sure yet.
Listen, here's...
Are they conscious enough that like, because Kid was saying something, right?
Mm-hmm. He was kind of just like mumbling something incoherently.
So he was essentially conscious, but they're just kind of like, basically, they're hopped up on painkillers essentially, right? And they're like, whoa.
Yep.
I think a carrot scratched my retina.
Victor.
What? Sorry. What? What?
The carrot scratched his retina.
Explain where that's from, please.
It's a reference from a really stupid show called Singles Ward.
Oh,
and it's where they have casserole, and the casserole there's a big food fight, and then someone gets hit in the face with the casserole, and the person's like, "I think I got some carrot in my retina."
Okay, alrighty, thank you.
It's a stupid show.
I don't know how it had to relate to anything that was going on, and I was just
I don't even know how it relates.
I needed to know what the context was. Continue.
The synapse is just fired, and there it was. So.
It just came out, okay?
If you would like to try that potion of mind reading, you could see what happened to him.
Yes, I'm fine with that. Let me walk you through what I'm thinking. I don't know where Bell went. I don't know how close Sir is, but I don't have my army assembled, and I really don't want to face him yet.
Bell's gone? My padlock.
That's
I'm
definitely
literally
missing.
gonna run and see what happened to it.
No, it's just been broken.
Silverware! Attention!
You were 2 days away.
What is your profession?
They don't scream anything, but they just kind of just like.
Find Sir and her brother.
No.
Hunt them
not
down
yet.
and fork them.
Oh dear.
While they're bonded.
Well,
And afterwards, a little light spooning.
Which is just the spoon spanking them.
I don't even know what's happening. Okay, here's my concern. Yes, I wish that we could get Belle, but I don't know how long. I mean, how long were we gone?
About an hour or two.
Like
How long
from
did the cup game
sorry
take?
From when we left.
the ship.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, probably a couple hours.
I mean, I don't know where he is now. I don't think we have any way of like.
Ding! I was waiting for you to remember.
Light bulb.
I can scry. I know how to.
We can cry about this later.
No,
we
no,
need
no,
to
no.
worry about
Where is
things
it?
now. Like
There's what?
The little orb thing.
Yep, you eventually go
Okay.
rifling around in your room and you pull out
Not
the
the
orb
mirror.
of pure gold.
She
that,
hides it in her
The
underwear drawer.
mirror.
Yeah.
Okay, good. As long as it's not the mirror. We're
which
good.
every piece of underwear you throw out, one of the silverware catches and neatly folds.
They're awesome.
They are. They're amazing.
It Marie Kondo style. It's
Yeah.
so.
the chopsticks are like.
Yes.
That's the only thing that they do. They don't try food. They just do folding negligee.
Yes.
Because we haven't
And
figured out
only
how to use
underwear.
Yes.
That's it.
Yep.
Shirts, slacks. No.
Yeah, they just move out of the way. We're not trained for that. So you find the
Surfing
golden orb of scrying,
Okay.
which I need to pull up scrying again here.
Find out who murdered my padlock.
You're so dramatic.
I'm the most dramatic person here.
Yes.
To the brothers of need.
It was 2 days away from retirement.
I will find you. You took his lock.
Broke.
You broke. I know you're not actually right stuff, but
Yes.
makes me
You're writing it down so you can read it as you're saying it.
Is there anything else you want me to say while you scry it down?
I don't know. I need to.
I see
This.
you. Flaming eyeball.
Maybe don't say that.
Scratch it out.
Flaming eyeball.
Okay. So scrying, they have to make a will save against your spell DC. They will get a. Let's see. The target must make a wisdom saving throw, which is modified by how well you know the target and the sort of physical connection you have to it. If the target knows you're casting the spell, it can fail the save voluntarily if it wants to be observed. So, this is... So it says they must make a wisdom saving throw, which is modified by how well you know the target. So it looks like the more familiar you are with the target, the easier the save is.
I would think it would be the other way
That's what I
around.
would think, too. But it says second hand, you've heard of the target, is save modifier +5. First hand, you've met the target, save modifier +0. Familiar, you know the target
Is that
well,
a
save
modifier-
modifier -5.
Is that a modifier added to her spell save DC?
Or is it their save?
I'm going to assume that it is their saving throw. Yeah.
So they roll and then -5.
Okay. Actually, it'll be a total of... Well, let's see. You don't have any sort of connection to them. What I mean by that is a physical thing that's connected to them. Oh, you probably have their weapon still.
Jeans.
You probably do have Belle's weapon, which is a magic weapon in its own right. So that's
Chromosomes.
a total of
yes.
-9 that they're going to be taking on this saving throw as well.
Probably in the jean pants.
Let's see here. I'm trying to remember. I can't remember what stat block I used for him.
Because I have so much health.
I'm so close to 200 HP.
I'm at 99.
I'm at 199.
What is your
I have 100
spell
more than
save
you.
DC?
For real.
Spell
Good
save.
thing I'm the
Yes,
dick.
17.
17. That's what it's going to be based off of. They have. I'll give them a basic +5. So, and then minus 9 puts them at 16. They rolled a 20, on a natural 20, but that's not how spell saves work. So you are able to scry them because they rolled at 16 total. So the image in the orb starts to clear the kind of the liquid. The gold kind of shimmers, and eventually it reveals Bell as he's like marching down just a street in Archdom. You can see his men kind of behind him as he looks back and around a little bit.
He's still here.
It doesn't look like he is going...
One of them still has the bondage ropes on. They've untied his hands, but he's still wearing them.
He's just like,
he
it's
likes...
comfortable now. Yeah, they are, like, he kind of looks back and around, and as they turn around the corner, you can see one of the old Archdom buildings is what they're heading towards. One of their old guard houses.
They're going to an Archdom building.
Do we know where that would be nearby?
You do probably know where the closest Archdom building is,
You
yeah.
want me to burn it
Just
down?
zoom out. What's around?
How long does this last?
While it's successful, they're not affected. You can use a failed save. Creates an invisible sensor within 10 feet of the target. You can see and hear through the sensors as if you were there. It moves with the target remaining 10 feet for the duration. And the duration is 10 minutes.
I can hear?
Yes.
So, like, if he's talking to people or they're talking to him?
Yep.
Are they saying
A
anything?
creature can see invisible objects, or that can see invisible objects, sees the sensor. And then you can also choose a location instead of a creature, by the way. Yeah, so they're not really talking. As they approach the guardhouse, there are a couple other members of the Archdom that step out. You see they're kind of wearing the more normal look for the Archdom, but he holds up his hand and he says something in, we'll say, not Abyssal. What did they say? We'll say it's probably like Gith. He speaks in Gith.
I know. What did they say?
You know Gith. Yeah.
Well, can they see what's...
let's see. You can see... Yeah, I'll go ahead and say yeah.
If it was probably like a spell you were casting,
Yeah.
maybe it would only be in your head.
Yeah, but it's like
on
on
an
its orb.
object.
It's
Yeah.
an orb.
So yeah, he says something that roughly translates to like a code phrase, right? Like Black Knight or something like that, right? And then they both nod and they let him and the others in. As you kind of hit the guardhouse, the sensor kind of bounces off of it, and you see both of the Archdom guards like look up and they start reaching for their visors, which you know, being that you have Archdom gear, they do have like a see invisibility portion on it, and they would be able to see a scrying orb at that point.
Can I just like...
Yeah, if you want, you can disconnect it at any time.
Okay.
The Palantir closed.
He's still here. He's... Well, as you saw. I don't know what to do. I don't know if Sir is here.
Did you recognize any of the guards?
Not really.
No. I mean, the Archdom has changed so much, and it was so huge.
Mm-hmm. And most Archdom, like when they're on duty, wear like full masks and whatnot. So
To hide their ugly faces.
Why would you hide your face if you're the good guy, right?
It's true.
Yeah.
Don't you usually wear a hood? I'm just.
He said good guy.
I'm gonna go back to sleep.
I'm honorable. That's different than good, okay?
John, go back to sleep, but keep an ear open.
Where
Right.
did Ava, Marie, did their crew, they left to?
Yeah, they kind of just were on shore leave,
Okay.
probably nearby pubs, going to talk to like dock workers, merchants, that kind of
Is
thing.
Hafis around?
Yeah, Hafis is around.
Hafis.
He comes rumbling out from the engineer. He doesn't look like he's under the
I
same.
will also buy a... Does Ava have a communication ring?
Not on her.
Okay.
No.
If she doesn't, I will
Buy her
buy
one for when
so
she. Yeah.
so that I can keep in contact with her. I'll go put it like wherever she's staying, but write a little note for what it is, and I'll automatically like
Yeah.
She can have that apple symbol.
Buy one, get one free.
just in case.
Bogo.
He doesn't look like he's suffering from any malady, by the way. So like he's not like a floating orb that's multicolored or anything like that.
It's because
Yeah.
he's pure magic.
Yeah.
Yeah,
basically.
his crystal looks pretty normal.
Does he actually look
is there-
healthier? Like as far
what
as
is this?
his
Oh.
creature goes.
That was for you said something funny
Okay.
a little bit ago
I'll take
that I
it.
really enjoyed. He looks rather normal actually, so it doesn't look like it's affecting him in either way. He just comes out in his typical crystal spider leg
Yes.
form. Yes.
Did you see what happened?
I am afraid that I have been working on the engines now that they are deactivated. I did not see anything. I did hear commotion, but I did not think it was anything out of the ordinary.
There's a lot of commotion on this ship all the time.
Damn us, not commotion.
Sorry, buddy.
Well, my brother escaped.
Oh, that is bad.
Yes, I just don't know how.
What about the angel? Did he take off?
Oh yeah, where's he?
Yeah, go searching for him.
I keep thinking his name is Donatello.
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 It's monorail, but with a D.
Monorail.
Monorail.
Victor,
know.
you find him in the cargo hold, actually. He's kind of just like staring out one of the like cargo hold portholes.
So emo.
Hey, bud.
So
You okay?
It's like raining on the window for some reason, even though it's not raining. It's just
Yeah.
It's just splash from the river.
yeah.
I got a bit overwhelmed when we got here. There's a lot of vibrancy, and I thought it'd probably be better if I was down here.
That's fair.
That's true. Your realm was very
Here,
monochrome.
I'll tell you what. I've got some like large furs in my room. If you'd like, you can use those to try and muffle out some of the sounds and stuff.
I think I'm all right. I just think I need a little bit.
Did you hear what happened with the prisoners?
Were you not here for that?
No.
I didn't think it right to try and intervene in either way, but I did hear them. One of them was casting a spell, I believe, and then I heard some metal clattering, and then I heard footsteps leading away.
Bastards broke your.
I apologize.
They dented it too.
Yes, I suppose we are idiots, and tying someone up doesn't mean they can't use magic.
I should have cut their hands off.
Depends on how they know magic, right?
It's true.
Also,
We should have used the ball
To be
gags
fair-
that were hanging on the wall. We don't use them for anything. They're just there.
all of the Brotherhood of Neve have shown psionic abilities in the past, so over time, untying oneself with the mind might not be a insurmountable task.
We should have lobotomized them all.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda.
Yes, that was a John Brimsman voice.
Yeah.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda.
I thought you were sleeping.
Yeah, that's how he snores. Shoulda, woulda, coulda.
Are you a honk shoe or are you a me?
I'm on here.
Well, Fred, I'm gonna let this be up to you. Do we go after your brother? I mean, I don't know what the ultimate plan was once we got back.
No.
We don't really have prison cells. I do believe they probably should be imprisoned.
As
for
the
what they've
authority on someone who has brothers and sisters.
Nothing.
What?
No, I was
What do you
gonna
want,
ask.
John?
No,
feels like-
I wasn't gonna say anything.
It
Sorry.
feels like if I had a brother or sister and they were going to tell on me, I would hunt them down, hold them down, sit and push on their forehead 100 times till the name 10 candies.
Yes, but I can't believe I'm saying this. I think I am having a crisis, an emotional, intellectual.
Psychotic break?
Yes. I don't know. I'm just thinking, what would Sir do? And I want to do the opposite of it. I don't want to hunt him down and make him do something he doesn't want to do.
You know, I have heard from somewhere that children, when they're in a state of crisis and they're trying to figure something out, sometimes they revert back to their parents because that is the only model that they had.
Precisely, and I don't want to be like Sir. He really is the worst.
Do we want to send him a note maybe and tell him it's okay, you escaped, I won't kill you yet?
I mean, yes. Can I do that? Can you do that?
Oh, you should do it. I screw this thing up a lot.
Perhaps we should go after him, though. He did attack and kill a bunch of Ava's crew, right? Didn't he kill some of her crew?
Yeah, basically their ship interdicted the other ship, I guess would be the best way to say it.
Yeah,
and they got into a fight, and both ships went down. So they definitely attacked the other ship.
But some of her crew died, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. It was only her and the 4 others or whatever. That were...
Bell claims that they're pirates.
Frontier justice.
As far as that goes. But yeah, it is more akin to frontier justice than anything else.
I mean, whatever you want to do, if you want to pursue him, if you wish to cut ties and run, well, we'll support you.
Let me say a prayer about it.
We could always put the side quest on a back burner until later.
I need a moment alone in my room.
Oh, Baba Yaga.
I love that part in Fallout when they're like, and you keep getting distracted by every other goddamn thing or whatever. He walks away because it's all about
the golden
quests.
rule. Yeah.
The wasteland.
Could you take Kid someplace else? I just need a moment alone.
Sure. I'll take him to my room and put him in the bed.
Yep. He's running a little hot, but it's not like a full-on fever or anything. So, no.
Okay. Fred is going to turn out all the lights.
Okay.
All the mirrors are in her room.
All of the lights. All of the lights.
This is what she thinks that praying is. Zeth? That's his name, right?
Yeah.
Toldaz.
Typically, it's 3 times in the mirror, my dear.
Oh, like Beetlejuice?
Yes.
So original.
Or Bloody Mary.
Oh. Do you know her?
That's complicated.
Her original name was Carrie.
Bloody Carrie.
It was just Carrie, and then she became Bloody Mary.
That is actually coming from behind you, and you look back and you see that your reflection in the mirror is there, except for your face is coming out the back of your head.
Sick.
And it's got that kind of too wide grin that you've associated with Zeth. And then as you turn around, like, your head turns around in the mirror, but the face, like, remains until it's right where it should be.
Creepy.
You don't know what to do, and so you've come to me once again.
Listen. Do you have a dad?
Not anymore.
Yeah. Well, that's my plan, too.
Devouring your father?
More or less.
It's a good plan.
I knew I picked you. I picked a good one.
I approve of this message.
My brother ran away, but I'm not prepared to meet my father yet.
I see.
And I'm concerned that he's with him.
So you are looking for what?
Guidance? Can you provide such a thing?
I can provide a lot of things. As far as guidance goes, the chances that your father are in the exact same city as you on any random day are negligible. Negligible? Yeah.
Yes.
Sorry, I started saying it and my mind went to negligee again.
Negligible.
Yeah.
Negligible.
Yeah.
He's wearing a negligee.
However,
That's one of your brother's
possibility.
buddies. John dressed him up.
No!
However, I could confirm it.
Now, I know that you wouldn't just do it out of the goodness of your heart.
Of course not.
I'm not sure you even have one. What would it cost me?
3
A
souls.
whole wall full of hearts.
Within 24 hours. Not anyone associated with your brother.
See, Fred has been starting to turn a corner a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to roll with advantage.
Okay.
We can just give ourselves advantage. All this time.
If it's a in-character decision, yes, absolutely.
I'm going to chance it.
Good luck.
Thank you. P.S. I'm still working on some other souls.
I do hope so. I don't like having my time wasted.
I would never waste your time, Zeth.
Let's not get too familiar. Fred.
Amen.
The mirror shatters. But it was the one Victor
Was it the one that Victor?
It was just held together with.
Victor, I look over at Victor, and he's the kid in class with the bulging vein. The meme.
Okay, Fred will walk out. Whew, I feel so much better. Okay, we're going after Belle.
All right.
Okay.
Sounds great.
John,
Yeah.
you're on babysitting duty.
Got it.
I'm
Don't
supposed to act
sit on
like I
me, baby.
don't care about kid.
Uh-huh.
So don't tell them him. Pretty sure he goes by him. I
Yeah.
haven't actually asked his pronouns.
I mean... Okay.
Anyhow,
John's like, I don't
guess
know.
what? I don't care.
Sounds like I was a
Yeah,
broom
there
up
you go.
until a
That's
couple
the
weeks
spirit.
ago.
Yeah, so don't tell him that I laid him in my bed because I was worried about him and that I might have cried.
Do you want him back
Right,
in
of
your
course.
bed then?
No.
Okay, because he's in mine.
I'll keep an eye on him.
Make sure that him and Scapa gets water as well. They
Yeah,
are
right.
kind of drugged up from the magic in the area.
And watch out for Donnerell too. He's in a mood.
You mean the angel guy that's always been in a mood?
Yeah, he's currently in the shower crying now.
Just remember.
And
But
tonight
it's not
will
on.
be the
The shower's not on. He's just sitting in the shower.
over again. No,
He's actually currently on his way with that 50 gold to Hot Topic to find himself a nice
studded
chain.
belt?
Yep, a studded
A
belt.
leather wrist wrap with spikes on it.
John, don't forget that some amphibians and lizards, they drink when you just pour the water on them. They'll absorb it into their skin, and it's pretty cool.
Thanks for the tip.
That is a good animal fact, but these are actual people and they drink through their mouths.
I'm pretty sure that they would also
Do you know
drink
that
through their
turtles
head.
breathe through their bums?
What?
Also another animal fact, but I believe we're getting off topic here.
Rumination.
Anarian turtles also breathe through their bums, or they can if their nose is unavailable.
Wow, your nose is really stuffed.
I'm fine.
But it's fart noise.
Yep.
Fart noises.
I don't have them. All I have is
That's a good animal fact.
Learn something new.
okay. So as the three of you head out
Crowds.
to presumably to go attack this.
We need to prep a little bit
Oh,
because they're in an Arcanum building, correct?
right.
And your
Sorry.
scrying wasn't
My-
able to get
My
in.
prayer, I just felt very invigorated after it. You do the planning. Go ahead.
Okay. And that's what we're going to call it tonight.
Yes. Yep. That is actually where we will call. Thank you, Scott. Appreciate it. I'll give you a big die for anticipating my whim. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. There's some exciting things coming. It sounds like perhaps some vengeance is on the horizon, or not vengeance, but just
Vengeance
brother
of,
versus sister.
vengeance of the sister.
Yeah, vengeance of the sister. But you can find out next time. But in the meantime, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, join our Patreon, join our Discord. We had somebody join that didn't even know who we were, so welcome. We're happy to have you. Yeah,
Got some random link. They're like, oh, cool.
Here you go. But we're happy to have whoever decides to join us. And next time, we're almost to number 50, guys, for this campaign arc.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
Session
We are,
48.
if you're watching this and you haven't subscribed, please do. We are so close to 5,000 subscribers.
Yes.
Like
8.
8 away.
Yeah.
So close.
But thank you, everybody, and have a wonderful evening. Morning. Day. What have I been saying?
Namaste.
Yeah, namaste. That's exactly.
Not my day.